Guys, we're starting.
Welcome to All About Berea. We are starting a new season, and I am here with my co-host, Chad Embry, and I'm Beth Myers. And we have a guest now talking about an event and an organization that she's working with. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for our listeners.
My name's Kendall Arthur, and I'm the Executive Director for Court-Appointed Special Advocates of Madison County, or CASA of Madison County.
Probably a lot of people don't even know what CASA stands for. You guys have definitely become CASA. And Kendall, you've been now, is it about a year since you've come?
My 1 year anniversary was about 3 weeks ago. So
Congratulations.
So she's come in with new energy and a new Steel Reese grant that's allowed you to increase some of your hours.
Yes.
So first of all, let's talk about, you have an event coming up here soon.
Yes.
As a kind of what you might hope to be an annual thing.
Hopefully, yes.
Yeah. The Happily Ever After Ball.
Yes.
So that will take place, is it this weekend?
Yes, September 13th from 5 to 8.
Okay, and this will be on EKU campus,
Yes,
right?
the Keene Johnson Ballroom on Eastern's campus.
Okay.
That's a nice room.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many people does that fit anyway?
I don't know. That's where my
Really?
prom was.
Oh, well, large enough for a prom.
Yeah.
We have a cap off of 350 people that was suggested by Eastern. So we've sold about 110 tickets, so we've definitely got
people
more
can
to sell.
people can still buy. How much
Yes.
are the tickets?
$15 for a single ticket, $25 for a couple, and $35 for a family, but that can't include more than 2 adults.
And Kendall, tell us how you came up with the Happily Ever After theme for the event.
Well, I noticed that as you watch news or even reality TV shows that are about politics or anything like that, that there are all these fancy fundraisers, these fancy black tie balls or like military balls, and I kept thinking about it, and Madison County really doesn't have one. That's open to the public that people can just buy into. So also, I know that if anybody is like me or my friends, you have that one fancy dress that you just can't quite part
In the
with.
back of your closet.
Yeah, you just can't. Every time that it comes time to clear out your closet, you just can't get rid of it, but you never wear it anywhere. So I wanted to get those closets out of or get those dresses out of the closet.
Not the closet,
Yeah.
out the dresses. Just to...
And then also to allow people to get dressed up and to come out and have a really elegant evening, to bring some of that finery to Madison County. And so we went with the Happily Ever After Ball title because every child deserves a fairy tale ending. So
You can pull out your
Well,
old
I was going to
dress
say,
now too, that you can stick it to the back of
there
your
are
closet.
2 other
Chad.
events in the county that happen that are on par with what you're talking about, but they don't have kids at them.
Yeah.
So that, you're right.
yeah, it's for the whole family.
So
That's
that
true.
is
That's
definitely
true.
a twist. Because I was thinking about the hospice
In fact,
care
almost
plus
really encouraged not,
Run for
not to
the
bring the
Roses
child.
event.
Right.
And I was thinking about the Patty A. Clay Auxiliary Ball. But
Right,
both of
but those
those
are
are not.
adults only. Yeah.
So this is kind of a very neat experience.
Yeah, we've been told by some people that are bringing their kids that their little guys want to wear their tuxes and be all fancy. And then I've had tons of little girls being like, "Can I wear my princess dress?" And I'm like, "Yes, wear your princess dress."
And that's this Saturday.
Yes, this Saturday from 5 to 8.
What's the easiest way for them to get tickets for that?
You can purchase them online through our website, which is madisoncasa.org. There are PayPal links on there. We will also have tickets available at the door. Right now, we're not even close to selling out. So we will definitely still have some tickets at the door. But if you want to make sure you've got tickets, it would be online through our website.
Put your fancy clothes on, drive over there, and walk up to the door.
And for those
You
of
will not be turned away.
Right, your money will be taken.
Checkbook
It
in
will be
hand.
taken. And as far as CASA, just for a little more about that, because until I'd interviewed Kendall, I didn't get all that. I knew the name. I knew court-appointed advocate something. But basically, your whole work is to get volunteers. And what I had thought was that they would just show up and advocate for whoever was in the court system. This is a special relationship they actually have with a particular child, who's going through the court system.
Yes. When a child is removed from the home because the home environment is no longer safe, the judges send me a court order assigning a CASA to that case. And so I contact my volunteers and select which one I think would be best for that case. And from the beginning, from when that child is removed from the home until that child finds safe permanent placement, that CASA will be with them that entire time. Whether that's monthly or weekly meetings with them or just showing up at every court case to give that kind of support for the kids. The faces of judges and attorneys and social workers change 10 to 20 times during a year, but that
Right.
CASA
Well, even
face,
foster families, they might go through a few of those.
but that CASA will always be the same person. And many of my volunteers who have been with the organization longer than I have been are still in contact with cases
I was
that
about
they've
to ask
had
that,
for many years.
if there's
so.
some where they actually follow,
Yeah.
they stay in touch. I would think it'd be hard to just end that.
Yeah, most of
you'd
them do
want to
not
check-
just cut ties.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine.
Even the couple of kids that have been sent out of state to live with grandparents or things, they still get Christmas cards or things like
Right.
that from the kids.
Right.
So it's really awesome to see that connection that was forged there. So
So how many volunteers do you have currently? I think you really built that up in
yes,
a year, right?
when I started last August, we had 5, and we currently have 22. So
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's quite a time commitment, so you're probably
Yeah.
really looking for somebody who can
Well,
dedicate and commit.
The training is quite a bit of time commitment. It's 30 hours of training, but you can do it on your own schedule, so it is manageable. We get a lot of people that contact us that want to be volunteers, but then they're concerned about the time commitment.
Right.
But we really only, we do have several volunteers who work full-time, including one who owns his own business, so he's always on call for that.
Right.
But really, it's only about 10 hours a month of interviews is what it breaks down into after your training's done. So
Okay,
really,
like that's how much you would commit, it's
right,
about 10 hours a
usually
month.
2 to 3 hours a week conducting interviews with the children, foster families, parents, counselors, things like that, and then writing up your report. So it is doable. I don't want anybody to think that they don't have the time
Right, just
to do it,
because
so.
they're doing this, this, and this, and
Right.
I would think that would be an incredible relationship.
It is.
Well, and sometimes even CASA volunteers will make recommendations, right? They
Right.
turn in a report
They
to the
turn in-
judge.
they are
and the
required to
judge,
turn in.
I think, often the judge will take that very seriously.
Yes.
This kind of third party.
Right. They're required to turn in a report before every court appearance. It has to be turned in at least a week before every court appearance. And most of those recommendations are taken very, very seriously, just because the judges know that this person only has this one case. So they're probably
And they have no
seeing
agenda,
things
like
that-
there's nothing they're
Right.
trying to gain from it.
So
or
they're
lose,
probably
right?
seeing things that maybe social services missed just because they're so busy. They have such a hard job.
Lord have mercy, so
Um,
overloaded, I know.
Or that the prosecutor, who we only have one prosecutor for the entire district, who
Right.
maybe he overlooked something or things like that. So they're really there as a safety net for the child to make sure that the child doesn't fall through the cracks. So,
Well, Kendall, thank you for coming on the show.
thank you.
And we're glad to share your event with us. And anytime you have anything else going on, please let
Is
us
there
know.
anything else
Absolutely.
now that you have that you would like to?
Either the last weekend of February or the first weekend of March will be our Frostbite 5K. We have 2 fundraisers a year, which the Frostbite, this will be our 3rd year for it.
And it'll take place in Richmond, right?
Actually, we're looking into changing venues, so we'll let
Okay.
everybody know.
Okay.
It's closer.
TBA.
But also, we do have our winter mailing campaign because about 75% of our funding does come through private funds. So if you're not on our mailing list, send me a quick message through our website and I'll get you added to
Would
our
the
mailing
message be
list.
the place to do, like if you wanted to become a volunteer, if you wanted
Yes.
to donate, all
Yep.
that?
There's
It's
a-
Madison County CASA.
MadisonCASA.org.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
MadisonCASA.org.
Right.
We'll put a
Or
link.
what I just said, we'll put a link.
And there's a contact us form down there, and you just fill it in, and it goes straight to my inbox. So,
Okay, great.
Well, thanks again for being here.
Thank you.
This is all about Berea, our new season for 2014. We're very excited to be here and very honored
We
to have you as a
appreciate you
guest.
taking time
Thank
to
you.
come here. All right.